Good afternoon. Where is Dr. Lalu Joseph? She has a sense of humor. She's given me a title, Cost of Poor Quality, Price to Pay. There's a twist. Now, how do I get into this subject straight away? There used to be a very reputed surgeon, cardiac surgeon, and people from all over India would converge, wait their turn for him to deal with them. And this is the case of a girl from rural India, 10-year-old. Her parents brought her to this surgeon. He was considered God of the cardiac field. He took the child into the OT, and the surgery was in progress. Suddenly, at a snap, the power went off. And the gensets that were supposed to trigger off did not happen. It took 10 seconds for it to happen. The child died. Now, who suffered from this? The child, the parents, and the doctor, the God, lost his reputation. The hospital lost its reputation. Think about it. What is quality? Quality is quite simply about customer and process. Tattoo on one hand customer, the other hand process, and if asked any quality question, say, who's the customer? What is the process? And you'll have an answer. Who defines quality? Customer. Who's the final inspector? Customer. Who pays your salary? Customer. Let's move to the iceberg. Nature's most spectacular creation. What do we see? Only the tip of the iceberg. 20% of the iceberg is visible. The remaining 80% is below the surface. This 80% has the potential to sink the Titanic. The iceberg of cost of poor quality is similar. We see just a few things about it. Few things that get factored into our quality processes. The hidden 15-25% of total cost. Sorry. Is below the surface. Complaint handling, unused capacity, so on. So what is cost of poor quality? Cost of poor quality is cost of chronic waste. We tend to solve sporadic problems by treating the symptom of the problem. We need to look for chronic problems and treat the root cause of the problem. What are the categories of cost of poor quality? Prevention costs. This is where we must make an investment. Preventive maintenance, quality audit, process change, all the way to education on quality. Then there are appraisal costs. Appraisal costs, testing, measuring, things we normally do in a quality assurance program. Then we have internal failures. These failures occur while we own the process. And there are external failures once it goes out. Returned products, replacement, poor safety, complaint administration, so on. So, what are the potential gains from reduction of cost of poor quality? Currently, we invest about 5% of total cost on prevention. Add to that another 25% for appraisal. The rest is failures. What is the objective? Increase your preventive costs. Control your appraisal consequently. And together, they will add up to 20%. Reduce your failures, chronic problems, from 100% to something much lower, halve it. All the rest is gain. So, a strategic objective should be reduce your cost of poor quality by 50%, double your profit in the process without capital investment. What alternative do you have to double your profit? Build another hospital. And the capital cost and the risk is much higher. Now, in the early 90s, a firm in Punjab Tractors, the vice chairman embraced this concept. And he saw his market share of tractors go from 3% to 19%, all in the course of 3 years. Why? He looked at cost of poor quality as an opportunity and worked on the processes faster, better, cheaper. Customers were delighted. The second is Dr. J.J. Irani of Tata's. Once he bit the concept of cost of poor quality, he said, we want to be the lowest cost steel producer in the world in the next 10 years. And they achieved it. So let me take you to the first cost of work quality assignment I did. Fields and meals is what I call it. This happened in Caterpillar plant at Tiruvellur, Tamil Nadu. The new president, Ramesh Daga, was a qualitist. He went into the plant and saw garbage lying below outside the canteen, workers' canteen, and below the staircase leading to the officers' canteen. He set up a top management team, and they estimated, what is this garbage? Why do we have so much garbage? We have to rent an additional dump truck every day at a cost of 9,000 rupees per day. So top management is analyzing garbage. Avoidable waste, unavoidable waste. Avoidable waste was peels, cooked food thrown away. Unavoidable was packaging, particularly. They worked on it, and what they saved, they plowed back into worker welfare. The dirty canteen was converted into a club. The wives started doing the cooking. Because in South India, if you give North Indian food, they waste it. The wives participated, the children were involved, and the walls were decorated with paintings of children. The ownership was created, the quality culture was created. Let's look at absenteeism. Do you have absenteeism in your hospital? Well, this is the story of Tata Steel. Absenteeism was there, and so you had to have a badli come in. 1% absenteeism, unplanned. A badli was involved. Now, when a badli comes in, he's not as trained as the original. And so you have variability in the products. Example, tube lengths. You have more scrap, you've got the cost of a badli, and at the smallest division of Tata Steel, the tubes division, they estimated the cost of poor quality as 15 lakhs per month. This is in 1989. Can you imagine what the price would have been now? So you have to do a diagnosis, an autopsy. They went and met an absent employee, a Sardar, who opened the door at 12 in the afternoon in a ganji, a lungi, and the management asked him, Sardar, आप क्यों नहीं, क्या हुआ? What happened? And he responded, मेरा बेटा बीमार है. My child is not well. क्या हुआ? खास कुछ नहीं. Nothing much. Then why are you not at work? साहब ऐसे होता है. This is what happens. I go to the Tata hospital, 1989. admissions process, the registration process, takes me 2.5 hours. Remember, those were not the days of laptop and smartphones and all. 2.5 hours admission. Then I wait for the doctor 1 hour, and then for the prescription another half hour. Sir, by that time you marked me absent for the whole day. Where was the remedial action? Obviously, the admissions process. In 1989, the tubes division was the smallest, and there were 65,000 people working at Jamshedpur. How much do you think cost of poor quality was saved? 80 crore in 1989, because the remedy benefited everyone on the plant. The art lies in choosing the right problem. How do you choose a problem? The art lies in upper management playing a role. What are the lessons we've learned? Chronic problems should not be legitimized in the budget. Some degree of absenteeism, budget for it. Out of stock, budget for it. When estimating COPQ, work with non-controversial factors and non-debatable numbers. You don't want to spend your time convincing people. Doesn't matter if you're 10% off, 15% off, the numbers are so large. See the problem with your own eyes. They went to the Sardar's house. Chronic problems tend to become culture issues. Oh, this is the way we have it. The waste is there. It's been around for a while. COPQ is alive and well in every service process. A low failure rate can disguise a high cost of poor quality. Thank you.